Russian President Vladimir Putin has signed a law that will see the country's ruble going digital. Moscow says the digital ruble will function as a third form of currency alongside cash and contactless payments. It will be issued by Russia's central bank, and transactions will be conducted on a special non-internet platform. The Russian business community has already endorsed the digital ruble, saying it could help decrease costs and commissions. The digital currency is aimed at giving Russian citizens and enterprises the potential for boosting cross-border payments. This comes as Russia ramps up cooperation with other countries in national currencies in a push to decrease use of the dollar. According to Chinese leader Xi Jinping, members of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization are working hard on expanding their economic ties. Meanwhile, Beijing says its digital yuan transactions have significantly risen to a total of over $240 billion in the past year. And in India, the central bank has encouraged local lenders to promote the newly introduced digital rupee. Earlier, RT contributor Chris Ems and I discussed the digital ruble's potential economic impact.
If we understand the traditional banking system right, you send money usually using a system called SWIFT, which is an international system which Russia has been blocked from, thanks to the United States. Using the new technology that the digital ruble is built on, it means that any country that wants to accept the ruble as payment can use this alternative payment method in order to receive those rubles. So essentially, it makes those Western sanctions in terms of moving money around the world. It's built on the same technology, which is blockchain technology. That means that it doesn't use the traditional banking system. It uses the technology that cryptocurrencies are built on. However, the slight difference is most cryptocurrencies are what we call decentralized, so you can anonymously send them.
Now, also, Russia's central bank says that the digital ruble will minimize the financial risk. Do you think it will be safer than cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, absolutely. It will be to one extent. The extent will be that, you know, if your bank has your passport details or a business has the passport details, it gets rid of all that nefarious activity of someone, you know, using it as an anonymous payment method for something nefarious, whatever that may be, some criminal activity. It should remove all of those barriers. Obviously, nothing in the world is entirely 100% going to stop that, but this goes a very, very long way, if you like, to stopping it.
Well, a lot of people are afraid that this would actually allow the West to interfere. Now, talking about sanctions, how could this development help Russia to compensate for the effect of Western sanctions that have limited the country's economic options?
Let's say Russia now has the digital ruble. China has the digital renminbi. They're going to be able to use their existing technologies to basically talk to each other without the interference of the United States, but most importantly, without the United States or their allies being able to monitor those transactions. So basically, it frees Russia and China to be sovereign nations trading with them. And the same will happen, I think, through the whole of the BRICS nations as they begin to adopt a similar technology and a similar way to use their own national currencies. There's no need to borrow US dollars from the Fed anymore to conduct global transactions. The US dollar really only retains its value because it's the world's global reserve currency. It's the currency that most international trade has mostly been conducted in. The minute that there is a more effective, cheaper and faster way of sending money around the world, it's a no-brainer for countries to switch off the US dollar and move into this new brave world of the digital ruble.